Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's tutorial video is going to be on how to perfectly cut an off-shoulder bustier. This is the fabric I'm going to be using to show you guys how to cut an off-shoulder bustier. It is folded into two and it is the bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra 5 inches. That's what I have here. Now the first thing is I'm going to be running a straight line here, which is going to serve as the starting line. After this, I'm going to take the body measurement. Because it's an off-shoulder blouse, I'm going to be minusing about 5.5 inches before I start taking the body measurement. So I take out my 5.5 inches here, then I measure to the bust point, which is 9 inches. Then I take it to the underboss, which is 13 inches. Then I take the half length of the measurement, which is 16 inches, plus extra 1 inch, which is going to serve as the sewing allowance. So I'm just going to do the same thing on this side, then after which I will connect the dots. Now guys, after doing this, we're going to cut this the chest line, the bust point, the underboss line, and the waistline. So now the next step is I'm going to come to the underboss line and I'm going to be taking the bust pan measurement divided by 2 plus half inch. Bust pan is also called the nipple to nipple measurement, so I'm going to take it there. I'll take the same thing on the waistline and I'll take the same thing as well on the bust line. So I'm going to connect it to rule a straight line. Now after doing this, I'll come to the chest line and I'm going to be taking the bust pan measurement, which I took on this line. So I'll be adding extra 1 inch to what I have on that line. So I added 1 inch to what I have here. That's what I took on the chest line. So I'm just going to connect it to meet it like this. So guys, this is what we have for now. Now the next step is to come to the underboss line again. I'll be going out by 1.5 inches. I go to the waistline, I do the same thing. Then I come here, I go in by half inch. I'll do the same thing on the waistline as well. Now I'm going to connect the dots. So guys, this is what we have. Now come to the bust point and go down by 1 inch. So this 1 inch I have here, I'm going to be connecting from this point to this 1 inch and also to this other inch with my curved ruler. So you see, I'm going to use a straight ruler to connect from this point to the 1 inch. Guys, you can see the whole bustier is already coming out. Now the next step is to come to the chest line and I will be coming in by 1 inch and going out by half inch. So I'm just going to connect it to meet the bust points. Then I'll use the curve ruler to make a curve here and make sure everything will blend, because you don't want to have any sharp edge. So just use the curve ruler to blend everything. Guys, you see what we have? So this is what we have. Now the next step is to take our body measurement, our round body measurement. So I'm going to come to this chest line. I take my bust measurement divided by 4. I'll be adding this 1.5 inch that we'll have here, which we are going to be cutting off. So I'll be adding it and I'll be adding extra 2 inches, which is going to be the sewing allowance. Then I'll come to the waistline here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Take the waist measurement divided by 4. Add whatever you have here, because we are going to be cutting it off, an extra 2 inches for the sewing allowance. Now I'm going to connect these dots. So guys, after doing this, I'm just going to make a little curve here, like, which is going to be the armhole curve. So I'm just going to use the curve ruler to make a curve there. And for the neck, I'm going to be coming down with like 2 inches. So I'll come down by 2 inches, and I'm going to use the curve ruler to just make a curve to meet that point. Just use it to create like a V-like neck. So yes. So guys, after doing this, I will just cut it out. Now this is what we have after cutting. You can see how it's looking, guys. So this is how to draft an off-shoulder bustier. So let me open it up for you guys to see. You see what we have. So by the time you join it together, it is going to come out really nice. Now for the back, I'm going to be ruling a straight line here, which is going to serve as the starting line. And I'm going to be minusing 5.5 inches before taking the body measurement, just the same way we did for the front. So I'll do that, take the measurement and rule all the lines. So guys, after doing that, I'm just going to rule a line, which is going to be the zipper allowance. Now I'm going to come to this chest line and take the bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Come to the waistline, take the waist measurement divided by 4, add 1 inch for the dart and the 2 inches for the sewing allowance. Then I'm going to connect the dots. Now guys, I'm going to be coming in here by 1/2 inch. Why? Because we don't want anything like a zip bulge. So when you do this, there is nothing like a zip bulge in your clothes. So because we did that, I'm going to be reducing the zipper allowance too by 1/2 inch. Now guys, for the dart, I'm going to be going out here by 4 inches, and I'll come to the bust point and go out by 4.4 inches, sorry, 4.5, and I'll connect the dots. Now come here again, I will mark 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch on the other side. So I'm just going to connect it to meet the point. Guys, I'm not going to be cutting armhole on this back piece, so I'm not going to be cutting armhole yet. It is by the time I'm sewing I'm going to create the armhole. Okay, so basically I'm just going to cut it out now. This brings us to the end of this tutorial video, guys. As you can see, it is very easy to cut out an off-shoulder bustier. Thank you all for watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed, endeavor to hit the subscribe button. See you in our next video. Bye.